What's happening, guys? So we've got another look at Sonic the Hedgehog's new redesign for the film. Now, this does appear to be the same pose as what we've seen in another one of the leaked images, but we've got a much better look at it this time. And our first look at a full body shot of Sonic, which means that now we can see what Sonic's shoes look like, as his shoes appear to be, like the rest of the previous design, a drastic departure from the original. But as you can see here, gone are the lace-up Nikes and replaced with the traditional red sneaker with the white stripe over them. So let's properly go over Sonic's new film redesign. For starters, the shape and silhouette of Sonic is much closer to the original. Now, I do feel like I need to see him with an open mouth to see what those teeth look like, to be able to fully judge this. But for now, this is looking really nice. It's funny, a lot of people were complaining about Sonic's face and his teeth looking very creepy in the previous design, and I agree that was an issue, but my main issue with that previous design was the realistic bodily anatomy. Sonic's body looked like this weird hybrid between a monkey and a human. And that was just terrifying to me. Especially that close-up where he's putting the tape in the tape deck and you can see veins on his hand. I also kind of want to get a look at the back, because I know that the last time the spikes were all wrong, with him having 3 quills going down the center and having like 6 quills going down the back. It just made Sonic look more like something out of a Goosebumps cover than Sonic. So I'm not gonna declare this an absolutely perfect redesign just yet, but I'm very happy with what I'm seeing. If we get a view of the back and we see that the quills are all correct, great, perfect. If we see that his teeth at least look a bit more comfortable, perfect. Then we've got a great redesign on our hands here. And I think the way that they've kind of brought Sonic into the real world, I think at first I was very against the idea of a real world Sonic. But to be honest, I think now that I've kind of gotten used to that idea and I'm just rolling with it at this stage, yeah. I really appreciate how they got creative with making Sonic work in the real world on this design. Here is where it works, the previous version didn't work. And Sonic's anatomy here definitely appears closer to, say, Sonic Adventure than it does strictly modern Sonic or classic Sonic, because he's not completely noodle-limbed like modern Sonic, but he's not fat and podgy like classic Sonic either. He's just kind of thick. You know, his hands aren't ridiculously big, his feet aren't ridiculously big, he's actually very, very well proportioned. And if I'm being completely honest, bit of a backpedal on a previous video I did about this, but I really don't have an issue with Sonic having blue arms. And I think it definitely works here. I think it honestly worked in Sonic Boom as well. Blue arms, it's a strange thing. It's usually been a mistake on Sonic designs, so I think my eyes are accustomed to it being boom, that's a mistake. Another thing I like about the realism of this design is I like the compromise they've gone for with the separated eyes, because they are separated, but he's got this white bit of fur between them. I really appreciate that, because it kind of makes them look joined without them being joined. I think I would have appreciated it if they had the cojones to give him the singular eye, but I don't mind. I respect that they found a way around it and found a way to make it work. And I think what we have here is the perfect middle ground. You've got kind of a cartoony look to it, but at the same time it does look like something that could exist in a film real world, not exactly our real world. He no longer looks like a monkey styled to look like Sonic. And I think this is a really, really cool design for that. Now, I do have some very fundamental problems with this movie so far, though, anyway. Like, this redesign isn't going to fix that for the most part. Dr. Robotnik is just gonna be Jim Carrey in a black trench coat with a moustache. I think that's a waste. I understand that we are getting a more classic look for Robotnik, probably in the film's third act, but I didn't need to see how that look came about, you know? I just kind of accepted that that was what Robotnik looked like. It doesn't fix the fact that once again we got a story where the government wants to track down one of your favorite fictional characters. It doesn't change how generic that is, and I doubt it means that we're going to be seeing Tails in the movie, and just what the hell is that all about? A Sonic movie with no Tails? That is just nuts. But I mean, hey, I guess the trailers aren't meant to show us everything. Maybe we will be seeing Tails in this movie. I really, really hope so. Like, I don't mind if everyone else doesn't make an appearance in this, but just Tails, man. He's important to Sonic. What do you guys think anyway? Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below are links to my Patreon and my Discord. Coming up next are exciting promos. Oh, hey gang, look at this! Channel Goat is back! But he's got bad news. His computer was hacked by the Adzinko gang, and they leaked his private information. And now his goat cojones are there for everybody to see. Ah man, that's quite a predicament you got there, Channel Goat. And the thing is, you're not the only one. Do you know how many people get hacked per year and have their personal information and data spread online for all to see? A lot. Like, look it up. And I know what the rest of you are thinking. It hasn't happened to me, yet. Well, emphasis on yet. I mean, how old are you? Right, now how long is the average human lifespan? That's a lot of time that you could get hacked in. And by the time that's done, everybody is gonna know what your pee-pee looks like. Do you really want that? Do you really want the world to see your pee-pee? You run that risk every single day, guys. Seriously, hackers, pretty talented people. Which is why I, for one, use NordVPN to protect my private information and my Nords. It shuffles your data so that it can't be found by hackers, but not only that, it can also unlock the worldwide range of Netflix. And like, who wouldn't want that, right? Now you can really maximize your subscription. The fact is, guys, you could save yourself the stress and a lawsuit by simply browsing with NordVPN. And I've made it easy for you. A link is in the description below. And this subscription comes with a promise. Nobody has to know what you're into anymore. You little furry you. Anyway, sign up today. Seriously, do it. Please? For your sweet little puppy. This video is brought to you by Zentai for all your cosplay needs. Link is in the description below and they are very cool and good. Cosplay your favorite characters or send in one of your own designs. Affordable prices and very high quality. Made to order and made to measure. But most of all, made to be heckin' awesome, if you couldn't already tell. Guys, can you believe where we are now and where we started? How long ago it was that Channel Pup, or Channel Go even, came about? Because it really wasn't that long when you think about it. Can you believe the amount of support I've received from this community, from all of you subscribing to the channel and everything? It's unreal. It's a dream come true for me. But behind the YouTubers you watch usually comes a bit of a truth, is that they're often dirt poor. Now, I've had the good fortune of being able to grow this YouTube channel and hopefully turn it into a career, but I'm gonna need a little bit of help along the way, to even the odds, to make ends meet, so that I can use all of the possible time that I have to make videos for you guys, as opposed to doing something mundane, for barely enough money to make it worth its while. I've done all that, I've lived that life. The fact is, together we all built Channel Pup, we made it what it is today, and I want to keep the ball rolling on that. I don't ever want to stop doing this, because this is the most gratifying job I've ever had, and I think the most pleasurable hobby anyone could ever have. I don't take any of the support that I receive from you guys for granted, but if in any way you're wondering if maybe you could do a little more for the channel even, then I want to direct you to the Patreon link in the description below. It would mean the world to me to have your support via Patreon. It can help me to make ends meet, it can help me to better my content, it can help me to have more time to really work on this stuff. But you know what, I'm not just going to take your support and run. No way, Jose. In the Patreon, you can access exclusive videos via the Pups Project Room playlist, where you can see different projects that I've been working on or have worked on that have either not made it to YouTube for general viewing or have been cancelled, or, well, you can get a little view of the process that goes behind the Channel Pup videos and productions. As well as that, you tend to get advanced previews of the bigger Channel Pup projects, our tentpole event projects. If you've seen Marvelous Tales of Spider-Man, you'll be aware that that was released on the Patreon first, and 20 days later approximately was released for general viewing on YouTube. That's not the only time I'm gonna do this, but you know what? If you can't do the Patreon or are just not interested in doing the Patreon, I fully understand. Like, it's still a big ask in my opinion, and what counts most is your support. So as always, thank you so much, guys. I've been Channel Pup, and I will think of a better catchphrase next time. Now please leave me alone!